am Jessica Lahr, and welcome to another edition of FLX Weekly here at FingerLakes1.com. It's June 26, 2019, and we're live inside the FingerLakes1.com studio, where I'm joined by the lovely Sydney Rogers, Jim Sinacropi, and our guest today, Mike Rusinko, Assistant Vice President and Small Business Development Officer at Lyons National Bank, and here to talk to us today about the local Salvation Army Summer Camp. But before we get into that, today's show is sponsored and brought to you by DA Liquor in Seneca Falls, who invited you to stop by today to check out all their summer specials, including a bottle of new vodka for only $19.99. As
opposed to the old vodka.
No, new vodka.
Stuff is brand new, fresh out of the barrel.
Spelled N-U-E, is gluten-free, and Amy reminds you that if life gives you lemons, add vodka. Stop in today at 20 Bridge Street in Seneca Falls. Hello, Mike.
Hi, Jess.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me here today. Thank you.
Yeah, so good to see you. Can you fill us in on what's going on with the Salvation Army Summer Camp?
I get a fun thought today, which is summer camp. Can you imagine a better, more fun thought on a beautiful summer day than when you were a kid, or maybe you could help send a kid to summer camp?
Yes, I love it.
I'm just doing some volunteering with the Salvation Armies here in the area. Mostly with the captains in Geneva, with the Martinez, Mr. and Mrs. Martinez, Luis and Nadia. But they're working on summer camp, which is it's on Route 14 South on Seneca Lake, on the western shore of Seneca Lake. It's about 138 acres. It's a beautiful spot. And they've been doing summer camp down there for over 65 years.
Oh, my gosh.
It's a beautiful place. The fun part is the kids go. There's about 1,000 to 1,200 kids a summer that go there to camp. It's Long Point Camp, it's called.
Okay.
And for the kids, it's free.
Wow.
And kids go because we fundraise.
That's local kids? Do they come from out of the area?
Well, the camp draws from all over the area. There are local kids that go there. There's camps for about 6 weeks of 6 to 12-year-olds, and then there's 1 week of teen camp. 13 to 17-year-olds near the end of the summer. So there's about 6 or 8 weeks during the summer. And the kids draw from all over upstate New York.
Okay, lovely.
Awesome.
Well, summer camp, I hear the words and it's nostalgic because I grew up going to summer camp. Some of my best memories are at summer camp. I went 10 years to a different camp in a different area, but the best memories.
I went to summer camp too. I didn't go to Long Point Camp, but I went to summer camp too. And I think, wow, it's the end of June. I got to start thinking about where I'm going to go to camp. I had great summer memories, and that's what we're trying to help tell people about at Long Point Camp.
And for some of the kids that are going to be going to Long Point for the Salvation Army Summer Camp, it's just a nice escape and to the joys of being outside in the Finger Lakes region. I assume that some of these kids are underprivileged kids who this might be a real highlight of their year.
That's exactly right, Jim. A lot of the programs that are supported through Salvation Army are targeting people that are disadvantaged, economically disadvantaged, maybe need help at home. There's so many different things that the Salvation Army does. We could talk about that all day long. Yeah. But the camp is really targeting these kids that are already a part of the Salvation Army in their community, and that's how they're identified. And some of them have gone back to camp several years.
That's awesome.
So it's a real opportunity for them to kind of have that diversity experience. There's a fun aspect here. Let's come on, it's summer camp.
I know.
This is fun, right? This is the most fun you can have. To me as a kid, I remember it fondly too.
Yes. Well, you meet friends, and it's just a great way for kids to kind of step outside of their norm. And I feel like today, everyone's stuck behind a screen, so it gets them outside and playing and meeting new friends, like I said. So how can we get involved to help?
It's real simple, longpointcamp.org.
Okay.
It tells the whole story. You'll see some great pictures. Here's some really exciting stories and how what it can do as a positive force in kids' lives.
I love it.
It's got to be great.
Longpointcamp.org. Okay.
Yes, longpointcamp.org.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's got to be great for the parents, too, to have that relief of being able to be like, hey, I'm doing something for my kids that they're going to really enjoy this summer.
Yes.
When some summer camps, I'm sure, can be pretty expensive. So being able to send their kids and not having the burden of worrying about the cost has got to be awesome.
The campers pay nothing. The families pay nothing. This is all donated funds. That's another reason why I'm here today, which is you can check in at longpointcamp.org if you're interested in supporting a camper this year.
Yes.
It's about $650 to send someone to camp for the 6-day session. And
Is it an overnight camp?
Oh, yeah, they say 6 nights.
Oh,
That's
I
awesome.
love that.
Yeah.
So they get fed that.
do on the website.
Yeah, that looks so great on the
that's
site.
great.
So the idea here is if that's not within your wherewithal, $100 is helpful.
Anything.
$10 is helpful. What you're doing is literally paying for a kid to go and have this great experience.
Yeah.
And
So
to
I
get
encourage
that
you.
many kids to be able to go, you set up to possibly 1,200.
Between 1,000 and 1,200. That's right, Sydney.
wild.
That's a lot of people that are supporting, and it's a great cause, and I love it.
Yes.
It's such a positive thing that you can
Yeah.
do and feel good about helping.
Yeah.
Sending a kid there, especially if you had those lovely memories of going on your own when you were
Exactly.
younger.
Bet.
Yeah.
So what a great gift. What a
Yeah.
great gift to give a family, to give a young boy or young girl, or a teen too.
Absolutely.
So it's all there.
Okay.
Longpointcamp.org.
Sounds fun. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
Let's
Now, I
jump.
don't know how many people, before we jump at anything, I wonder how many of our viewers remember Mike Rusinko as the host of the Finger Lakes Morning News on Finger Lakes Radio. 'Cause I do. I think you have to be of a certain age.
I think you have. Well, let's put it this way: I have gray hair now. I didn't then. So that's what, a couple days,
Couple days.
or I think it's like 13 years. But it
Wow.
was
13
fun. Again, we're back
years.
to fun again.
Yeah.
So I mean, I missed the fun part of it. That's for sure. Thanks for remembering, Jim. I appreciate it. That's okay.
13 years, that's not bad. long ago.
don't-
If
Come
Sydney
on.
and Jessica don't remember, that's okay.
I do.
I
They
didn't
were-
remember until you told me, though, that your voice is still around on the radio.
Yes.
And then
It
I
is.
was like,
On
wow, he
promos
does
and
sound
stuff, or-
familiar.
Clark Howard at 3 on Finger Lakes News Network.
That's
Yeah.
still you? Like
True.
that little
Oh,
bumper?
my
It never
gosh.
changed.
Wow.
I know. I mean, I get to do it. I mean, I think it's a fun thing to do. I look forward to it.
Absolutely.
I've also seen Mike host MC events and stuff like that. So you still have that
Auction.
skill set.
Oh,
He does
yeah.
auctions.
Humana,
amazing.
swing batter. Yeah, I love it.
He's so amazing. I met
fun.
Mike in Rotary, 5 years ago.
Jessica and I have known
Yes.
each other for a long time.
Yes. I just didn't know you when you were doing broadcasting or anything.
That's
like
okay. That was
so.
back in ancient times.
Yeah.
And a stint
18
as the
times.
Finger
13
Lakes
years
Tourism Alliance Director.
Again, imagine a job where you just get to tell people how beautiful the Finger Lakes is
Yeah.
365 days a year.
Oh, geez, yeah.
Not bad.
No, that's pretty
Not
good
a bad
gig.
gig.
Not a bad gig at all. But in the meantime, I do get to prop for the fact that I work for a really great bank, and they're giving me a long lunch hour today to come over here and have.
How
talk with
nice
Thank
of
you,
that.
Lyons.
So thanks to Lyons National Bank.
Yes.
And you live in Penn Yan now?
Out in the country,
What's life down in Yates County nowadays?
well, for us, my wife Carol and I live between Geneva and Penn Yan, and we have a beautiful home inside a wood lot, and we've got
It's like on 14 somewhere?
it's
or
up
off
on
of
the hill
14?
behind
Yeah,
Fox
just give
Run
us your
Vineyards.
address.
Oh.
No.
It's up on the hill,
Pinpoint it.
so we look over Seneca Lake,
Oh, beautiful.
and it's beautiful. We have a lot of fun. We'd still like to have some little bit better internet access down there.
Oh, I'm sure,
That's been
yeah.
an issue.
It's kind of an
Anyone
infamous.
that's listening,
It's a little infamous down there. It's really good right on the lake shore, but if you're up on the hills in between the lakes, sometimes anybody that's a Finger Lakes resident knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
But beauty, it's as beautiful as you can.
Yeah,
be.
you get the
In 4
sunsets
seasons.
there.
In all
Yes.
4 seasons.
Gorgeous.
Beautiful. Love
gonna-
it. Well, speaking of beautiful,
we're going to make you stay with us.
yes, because we do vote on our favorite photo. We have photos sent in
great.
each week by local photographers and just people in the community. So they send in a photo and we pick our favorite, and they don't win anything, but it's fun anyway. So.
Except for pride, a sense of pride.
That's right. That's right.
FLX Pride.
That's right. So let's jump into them. Pay attention, pick your favorite, and we'll vote at the end. All right, so first up, a mysterious shot from Ontario County. This one is shared by Travis J. Smith.
Wow.
Ooh,
We're starting it off strong.
spooky.
Must have
right?
been after one of the
rain.
rainstorms last week.
It's a little darkness on the edge of town there. That
Yeah.
should be a Springsteen album cover.
Right?
I love that.
Another old guy reference, by the way. There.
I love
Hey,
it.
I know
love
him.
Springsteen.
Yeah.
Okay. Next, as things green up in Sodus, the summertime flowers begin to bloom. This photo by Tom Shinzing.
Pretty.
Yes.
Daisies.
Is it
Daisies.
Daisy? Oh, it is daisies, yes. A beautiful sunset captured at the start of summer by Kathy Content. Ooh, honey.
It's got to be up on Lake Ontario, obviously.
Beautiful.
Look at that water, too.
I know. I
Love
love
it.
And a common gallinule, which was the first spotted by Chris Trine.
How do you pronounce that again, Jessica?
Gallinule.
Gallinule.
Let everyone know that we've been practicing that for about 20 minutes before we went on the air.
Gallinule.
Gallinule.
Some sort of a member of the duck family?
I was hoping the gallinule was going to be a little more exciting than that, honestly,
You don't see
after
one of those
the
every day?
anticipation of the name. Yeah.
That was not worth all the rehearsing at all.
He looks like he has a very small head.
It does. I'm trying to figure out
Where are the eyeballs?
Because I'm a little far from the screen or what? But
It has a beak like a parrot.
yes, it does.
Still a cool shot, though.
Yes,
it is a nice picture.
All right, Shelley Lannon shared this barn with us, which is one of her favorites from Prospect Hill Road in Geneva.
Oh, wow.
Ooh,
I
I like that.
The lighting on that.
That's
beautiful.
different from her. She likes the red barn, so I'm
does.
surprised this is one of her favorites.
Or barns that are abandoned.
Yeah, yeah.
This one looks like it's in operation.
It's beautiful.
Love it.
And a dramatic sky shared by Rachel Burkholder. It was a battle of sun and clouds all spring. Oh, yeah.
Love it.
That's gorgeous.
As an
Couldn't be
SAT
more
score,
right.
that gets like a 600, 800. That's really good. I like the metaphor of the clouds and the sun doing battles.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
I
really
do.
that's
And
probably
you
the
see
winner
some of
there.
those rays.
Yes. Yeah, totally. I love it.
That one has the highest GPA.
That's
That's like an A.
well, we're not done yet.
Oh, really? Okay.
Three more.
Okay.
There we go.
A soaked bluebird is just begging for the rain to stop, and at this point, we all are. This photo was captured by Nancy Jacobs. Ain't that the truth?
Aww. He looks a little matted up.
He
Yeah, looks
does.
like kind of rough
Yeah.
road for that guy. The New York
Yes.
State bird. The
Blaming it
bluebird.
on the rain.
He's an old bluebird. Cute. Chris Trine captured this gem on the second official day of summer over Sodus Bay. Ooh.
So second day of summer, that would have been on Monday? When was 21st?
20.
Friday?
Friday.
Friday.
No, I was
Friday
gonna
was
say,
the
yeah.
longest day of the year. Also, my parents' 50th wedding anniversary.
Yay.
That's right.
Yeah, we had a party
Congratulations.
at the Springside Inn, which was where they were in Auburn, which is where they were married 50 years ago.
That's
Love
amazing.
that.
Congratulations.
Yes. Happy
Yeah, it was a
anniversary,
nice party.
Mr.
It
and
was a
Mrs.
nice
Nicopy. That's amazing. Love it.
So anyways,
All right, well, we do have one last photo. This is, okay, let's see. Some white egrets in Wayne County. Another great shot by Chris trying to wrap up this week's photos.
Ooh.
Yes.
See, I see something that's not white
love
to
the
the left
reflection.
that looks like it was like
You're right.
Gallinule?
the gallinule. Yeah.
Maybe
Doesn't
that
it
was
look
the
like that?
Gallinule.
I think you're just trying to work it in. Good job.
She just wants to keep saying it.
the ones in the background almost look like a mirror reflection.
Yes, I
One's
agree.
Bending its neck around. I wish I could do that with my neck.
It would feel
I'd
good,
never
probably.
leave the house.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Well, calling the chiropractic college, come in.
Right,
Come in.
chiropractor.
Okay.
Amazing.
So you
Okay.
guys vote. We'll let our guests vote first. If there's a tie, I break the tie. If there's no tie, then I don't even vote.
I guess I already tipped my hand on the high
GPA.
SAT score there. I like the metaphor.
And Rachel Burkholder's dramatic sky.
sky.
Rachel's
Yes.
photos are really good. I've seen
Yeah.
the photos before.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent
So
photographer.
talented.
I've seen him on the site before. She's great.
Yeah, she really is. I'm going to switch it up. Usually I go with the happy, lovey greatness. I'm going with the mysterious shot by Travis J. Smith from the beginning.
Okay, I'm going to go with Kathy Content's Beautiful Sunset.
Yep, that
Oh,
was
man.
my last one. Oh, dun
I
dun
have to choose
dun.
one of those. I actually like that dirty bluebird. But I
course.
can't. But that's
Dirty
not an
bluebird.
option for me.
Nope, not today.
Well, you know what? I'll go with our guest and agree with that. Rachel's battling sun and clouds photo is the photo of the week.
It is
Da-da-da.
beautiful.
Beautiful. Thank
Yay.
you all. Thank you, Rachel. Congratulations. Thank you all for sending in your photos. If you'd like to share your local photos with us from across the Finger Lakes region, click the link in the Submit Content section at the bottom right of our homepage here at fingerlakes1.com. Okay, let's jump into some weather. What's going on in the Finger Lakes for weather this weekend, Jim?
Please be
It
positive.
is. I think that we're out of the pattern of,
Rain.
I mean, but now we're in that summer stretch where you can get rain every day because it's when it gets hot and humid. Thunderstorms blow through. They're hit or miss, and that's pretty much what we have this weekend. Friday looks like a great day. High near 84, partly sunny. 40% chance of that afternoon shower or thunderstorm, and that will persist into the overnight. And then Saturday, partly sunny with a high near 82. Great day. A chance of showers in the early morning, and then a better chance again later at night. 50% chance actually of showers or thunderstorms. And then into Sunday, slight chance of an early morning shower, otherwise mostly cloudy with a high near 74, so it's cooling down. And then when we return to work Monday, sunny with a high near 76. So all in all, it's a great weekend. A lot of times when I mention showers and thunderstorms, it sounds like there's possibility every day of the weekend.
Oh, this is a great weekend to get out of doing something.
Yeah.
Because it says, it's a chance of, there's a 50% chance of rain, honey. I don't know. Staining the deck this weekend. I don't know. Look, Jim said 50% chance of rain.
I'm calling Carol.
Gee, I don't know if we should start that big outdoor project with the paintbrush.
Well, you better keep that in your back pocket. Pull that card out.
This is good.
Yeah.
This is good.
Jim, you didn't give us a pick day. What is your pick day for this weekend?
I mean, they're all kind of the same, but I think, if you want it hot and you want to get out on the lake or sit by the pool, I think the pick day would be Saturday. If you want to stroll through some wineries, and I think Sunday might be a better day because it'll be a little cooler. But all in all, it's a great summer weekend. The last weekend of June. It's hard to believe.
How is that possible? I know, and it's officially summer, so.
For all the kids.
Yes, all the kids are out of school. School's out. What do we have going on for events?
We have some good events. I only picked a few to go off of, but these are a good handful of events for this weekend, and it's supposed to be nice weather. So the first one is the Ithaca Reggae Fest on Friday and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. at Stewart Park. There's a full lineup of musicians at ithacareggaefest.com. That's just a feel-good festival. You get some good music, and I'm sure there's good food.
It's in conjunction, too. They don't cooperate, or maybe they do, but there's also Ithaca food tour going on. I mean, there's always stuff going on in Ithaca. So you can go down to Ithaca Reggae Fest. You spend some time at Stewart Park. You walk down to the Commons, get something to eat, come back. So
maybe in the morning, go to the Ithaca Farmers Market. I'm sure that's up and running now. I love that. It's like one of my favorite farmers markets around here.
Yes.
So good stuff.
Yes.
Good weekend to be in Ithaca.
You can join the Lamoureux Landing Wine Cellar for their 4th annual Vine, Wine, and Swine celebration on Saturday starting at noon. Swine, is swine a pig?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
So I'm assuming it's
maybe it's like a different way of saying like bacon on the lake. You know how they have one like that?
I think they're saying that there'll be wine.
And pigs.
Actually, vine, wine, and swine. I think they just rhyme. So
I think it's a nicer way to say barbecue.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that's it.
Come eat some swine.
I think you might be right.
I'm going to go with that.
Well, I like it. I like the rhyming. Varick Winery's 15th annual Cherry Festival is going on Saturday and Sunday starting at noon each day. The Fleetwood Mac tribute band Rumors is performing at Del Lago on Saturday afternoon. Awesome. Also on Saturday night, it's Bruce Hornsby and the Noisemakers at the Smith in Geneva.
That's an opportunity to see, in my mind, a legendary performer.
Legendary.
We're going.
Are you going?
Oh,
yeah.
Awesome.
We're going with my nephew Jim, Carol's nephew Jim, my nephew Jim, and his girlfriend Jeanette. Yeah, we're going to go to the show.
Look at we picked accordingly. We knew. We were like, you know what?
Well, Bruce Hornsby may be a little bit before your time.
Yep,
but,
sure is.
He is amazing.
He's toured with the Grateful Dead, which is awesome, legendary band as well.
Yes,
yeah.
And then he's had a couple of bands of his own.
Yep.
Cool.
That are also
the original band was The Range. Fun. Bruce Hornsby and The Range.
Oh,
and
The Range.
He's had several. I don't want to say. I think he's had at least one #1 hit in The Way It Is. I have a feeling that was a number one hit. Maybe not, but he's had.
I'll have to look into it.
No, I want to hear it.
A dozen, top 40 hits over the years.
That's awesome.
Maybe you can take a
the Smith.
legendary picture this week and get it submitted into Finger Lakes One next week.
Yes.
I'm with you, Sydney.
Yeah. And, of course, last but not least, don't miss the Geneva Farmers Market on Saturday morning from 8 a.m. to 1:30 at the Finger Lakes Welcome Center on the north shore of Seneca Lake. Of course, there are always more events that are posted on our community calendar on fingerlakes1.com.
I love the Varick Cherry Festival. I don't know if you guys
Love
have
cherries.
been to Varick Winery.
Yes.
Yes.
It's
But not the cherry festival.
a little food. It's more as much about the wine as it is about the
Pairing?
salsas and the dips and the jams. They have so much for sale in that little shop. I like Varick Winery. Sometimes, matter of fact, a couple weeks we just stopped out to Varick Winery to pick up some of that stuff. To pick up, they have olive oils, balsamics,
Vinegar.
I wish I did that more. That's something that I don't catch myself doing as much as I should. I'm on wine tours and stuff. We grab a whole bunch of it, but I never think like, I'm just going to drive out there real quick to pick up.
Yeah, we did. We drove
And
out
do a
on.
little tasting.
I think that we had a party to go to, and that night, and I think we drove out late morning, early afternoon to Varick Winery, picked up some stuff to bring to the party, and felt like a real, all-American connoisseur of
the
fine
Finger
living,
Lakes.
of the finer things in life.
Well, that's a good point, though, Jim, because you can basically make that move now to any lake, stop at 2 or 3 different places, and get that farm-to-table experience.
Yeah,
Right.
more unique.
Because a lot of the places now sell more food and offer more in the way of those kind of
And
gifts
they
and things.
each have, some of them have their own unique specialties, I guess. So
Yes.
as opposed to going to Wegmans or Tops, you can
Still
hit up a
love 'em.
winery and
Still love Wegmans.
be the belle of the ball at your next party.
I'd also throw in for Lamoureux Landing. They have excellent fine wines and have been a leader in the industry for a long, long time. But, I always go back, I could just say it, but their table red has always been one of my little hidden
Like a
gems.
standard.
Ooh, I'm
Yeah.
going to try it.
It's
That's
not
what he brings out at the party.
It's not. It's not the varietal. It's a blend, but
I love a
it's
blend.
priced and it's put together really, really well. So
It's a dry red?
Dry red. Yeah, the table red at Lahr.
Sold.
Always a favorite.
There's a
I'll drink it.
recommendation.
Don't gotta twist my arm.
Well, I've been more interested in blends too now that we've gone to so many wineries over
Right.
the years and wine trails. It's when I get the list of wines and you see a unique blend and you wonder, geez, I wonder how that would be. And you do find little diamonds in the rough sometimes.
Yeah. No, I love them.
Yep.
I like to try them from different places
Yes.
because everybody's got a Riesling because
Yeah, of
that
course.
does so well here in
Right.
the Finger Lakes, and there's a lot of Cabernet Francs, things like
Yeah.
that. But boy, the blends open up so many possibilities.
Right,
Yes.
it's a chance for you to have that taste where you're like, wow, I've never tasted that before.
Exactly.
I'm a big fan. I always encourage those whenever I have them.
Were you a lifelong wine connoisseur, or do you consider yourself a wine connoisseur now?
No, and no. I'm a big fan. I love the wines here in the Finger Lakes. I met Scott Osborne when I worked in radio in Rochester, and Scott owns Fox Run, and he was a guest on my radio show in an environment just like this.
Right.
And it was morning radio, and he brought in some champagne, and
Ooh.
we got
Love it.
a little champagned up.
Morning.
We had some
Woo!
mimosas.
Morning drinks.
We had some mimosas talking
I
about the
love
wine
it.
business, and remember, I'm in Rochester, so the Finger Lakes is this, well, let's go do this weekend type of experience. And Scotty invited me down, and I hung out for a weekend or two, and that's when I met my wife, Carol.
Oh, you're
Isn't that
we
funny?
got
Yeah.
the
Love story now.
Oh, it's a legit story. I mean, I can draw a line between like a bottle of Fox Run's Blanc de Blanc and the rest of my life.
That is awesome.
So not an expert, no, but I'm a fan because of
Right.
all those great friendships and all those great connections.
I feel the same way. I don't consider myself a wine connoisseur, but more than ever over the past 5 or so years, I find myself like searching out certain wines and then thinking, I think this wine would go great when I make this dish,
Oh,
or I
yes,
think this wine
like
would
pairings.
go great, you know, when I'm sitting out on my back porch or things.
Absolutely.
You know, just things like that. But I'm not a big drinker. I usually don't get drunk off of wine.
Yeah.
Ooh,
You're a one glass of wine kind of guy.
I catch myself doing that often.
Two's good.
Yeah.
2 bottles is good.
I'd be under
How
the
about
table.
us 4 start a show where we just try wines?
Oh, perfect.
Now, that'd be a new show.
Let's do it.
So
You could call it day drinking.
Yes.
day drinking.
Or we
I
can
mean,
call it something like vino, skino, mino. I don't know.
Okay, Cindy
Ryan.
likes the rhymes.
Yeah, yeah.
Stay tuned.
We can invite
We'll have
Scott
it Monday at 8 a.m.
Yes,
Perfect.
perfect.
Way
You
to
call
start
it
the week.
thinking about day drinking.
Yes.
I
Just
like
wanna-
it.
Sid likes the rhymes.
Yeah, I like the rhymes.
She does, yes.
But okay, next I think
I
we
love
shall
it.
move on.
All right, moving on. We do have to get into sports real quick. So, Jim, can you fill us on what's coming in for sports this weekend?
It's the Salem 6 Hour of the Glen. That goes back to 1948, so it's a legendary event held annually at the
Right
Watkins Glen International. Actually, the Watkins Glen Grand Prix was the original event, a sports car race contested on the road course around Watkins Glen Village. That's Thursday through Sunday. NBC sports networks usually carry the ISMA races, which I think this is. I'm not, but I couldn't find out if this was on TV or not.
Oh, okay.
TJ's grandma will know. I'll find out for you.
Oh.
The Auburn Double Days are at State College for 3 games on Friday through Sunday. They beat the Williams Sport Crosscutters last night 4-3, and you listen to that live on FingerLakes1.com radio. They're on again tonight and Thursday night as well before they head off to State College. The Yankees are off Friday before 2 games in Boston this weekend, Saturday at 1:10, Sunday at 10:10 a.m. Sunday at 10:10 a.m.
10
Wow.
a.m.
Rhymes.
And then the Mets, the Mets, who are starting to become a laughingstock again this year, they host the Braves 7:10 Friday, Saturday at 4:10, and Sunday at 7:08. The PGA Tour is in Detroit for the Rocket Mortgage Classic, and that's on CBS TV, as well as early round coverage on Golf Channel. And that's it. The sports season's kind of winding down here for the next month or two. All we're going to have is baseball.
Baseball.
So
That's okay.
Fun event to go and have a few beers at, or maybe a glass of wine.
last night would have been a great day to go to Falcon Park. I mean, it was a great
It was
ball
so
game,
nice.
4-3. They gave up 3 runs in the bottom of the top of the 8th,
Ooh.
and then held them off for the win. And I was
Good.
listening to Jack McMullen and J.D. Rockchi, our play-by-play and color guys for the Double Days, and they really painted a picture of Americana.
awesome.
Falcon Park. It was 80 degrees. The sun was setting over the parking lot to the west, and the new turf at Falcon Park. But
It's almost like hear the
those
sound.
guys do a good job.
Crack of the bat to the ball.
It's
And that's not to mention
crowded.
Newark Pilots and Geneva Red Wings baseball, which you can also check out.
Yes.
I just noticed I can hear the Newark Pilots games from my house. It took
Oh,
me a
that's
few days. I was
awesome.
like, who is yelling? Where is this sound coming from? And they're like far away from my house. But
I
now
love
I
that.
listen because I'm like, now I know what it is.
Good.
Yeah, I love it. Awesome. Well, I mean, and speaking of sports, we were just phenomenal at the tournament last week.
Yeah, we were
for
off
the
last
generation.
week because we were golfing.
Big
Yes.
tournament.
I think we
Yes.
did phenomenal.
It was the American Cancer Society tournament at Seneca Falls Country Club, and I think that we took probably 3 or 4 of Jessica's shots and maybe 1 or 2 of Sydney's.
Ah!
I'm okay. I'm fine. Yeah, best ball. I got at least 1.
I'll take it.
Yeah,
Since
Jess
I only
did
play
really
once
good.
a year.
Yeah, Jess, you did great.
You did great.
And you got to play with Sydney and Jessica.
Yeah. Along
What a
with
lucky
Sydney's
man, right?
fiance.
Good
Yes.
for you. And
My
TJ.
fiance, we
Oh,
brought him
okay.
along.
Okay.
We'd see if he
guy.
could hang with the Finger Lakes One
Right.
crew.
He
And I
did.
think, we always have a great time.
Yes.
They're
we
very
do.
lucky to play with us pro golfers.
Finished out of the money, so you won't read about us in the newspaper, but
But we didn't
know.
come in last either. So.
That's true. Hey, there's something to be said about that. Look at the bright side. All right. Weekend plans we have going on this weekend.
Mike, what do you have going on? Well, you go first.
well, we talked about Bruce Hornsby. That's,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Saturday night, Friday
Yes.
night, big family cookout. We have a new a great niece
Oh.
In our family. She had 2 greats.
Wow.
And so my great niece Vivian makes her first swing through upstate. She was born in New York City a couple of weeks ago.
Wow.
Aw,
So,
congrats.
big cookout Friday night to see Vivian.
With a brand new baby.
At your place?
No, some place in Penfield.
Oh, okay.
My nephew's house that'll be my first time going there.
Oh,
Wow,
good.
look at that.
Very
That'll be a
nice.
fun weekend. I honestly have no clue what I have going on this weekend. I can't think right now, but it's always something. Oh, I have a wedding. That's one of them.
That's one
Forgot
of
that's a
them.
big thing.
Yes.
And then probably some cookouts. Who knows?
Yes. I have
It's
a
all on
family
my
cookout.
calendar.
Family cookout. We have an event for one of the businesses downtown, and then I'm doing makeup for a photo shoot all day on Sunday.
No, that's too bad. Well, that's good.
It'll be great. No, it's great. I love it. I love it.
But you're working on Sunday.
Yeah, I'm working.
But you love what
Always
you do.
working. I
Yeah.
do. It's not working when you love it.
I think Friday night I might go to Treleaven Winery where they have live music.
Oh,
We're
love.
talking about that, and then
yes.
maybe swinging back through Skinny Atlas and going to dinner at a new place called the Elephant.
Oh, yeah, the Thai.
It sounds
Is it
familiar.
Oh, no, I'm thinking.
Elephant.
I can't remember the name of it, but that was the plan. And then
know what you're talking about.
I'm going to play golf. And then so my daughters play summer soccer for minors. And we have a game at 6:45 p.m. on Sunday night
you were
in
gonna say
Palmyra.
Oh.
And on
Yeah.
Sunday night.
Yes.
In
Don't they
Elmira?
go-
Yeah,
Can't they go
last
later?
Sunday we went to Williamson for a 6:45 start.
Ugh.
That's
So that's
Those are the best times,
Yeah.
though, too, when I was a kid playing summer soccer.
for sure. Yeah, both my kids are playing too on different teams, and we're going in a million directions.
But it should be a great weekend in the Finger Lakes, no doubt about that. How can people donate again if they want to help out the Salvation Army summer camps?
Send somebody to camp. Give a kid a fantastic summer experience by sending them to Long Point Camp. It's
Yes.
real simple. Log on to longpointcamp.org on behalf of the Salvation Army.
Awesome. Thank you for
Good luck.
joining us today.
Thank
Yes.
you so much for having me.
It
We had a lot of
such
fun.
pleasure.
So much
We
fun
love
and
you.
new ideas
Thank
that
you.
are going to be
Had a good
brewing.
time.
Right?
That's right. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. If you enjoy the show, click like, share with your friends, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll be back next week. Until then, enjoy a wonderful weekend here in the Finger Lakes. Bye-bye.